He that is strucken blind cannot forget. The precious treasure his eyesight lost. Farewell. Thou canst not teach me to forget.
I'll pay that doctrine, or else die in debt.
But Montague is bound as well as I. 'Tis not so hard, I think, for men as old as we to keep the peace.
Well, of honorable reckoning are you both. And pity 'tis you lived it out so long. But now, my lord, what say you to my suit?
But say no more what I have said before. My child is yet a stranger to the world. She hath not seen the change of over 14 years. Let 2 more summers wither in their pride, ere we may see her ripe to be a bride.
Younger than she, her happy mother's maid.
But too soon marred are those so early made. The earth has swallowed all my hopes, but she is the gentle lady of my earth. But woo her, gentle Paris, get her heart. My will to her consent is but a part. This night I will hold an old accustomed feast, whereto I have invited many a guest. As for the one I love, and you among the store, one more most welcome makes my number more. Come go with me. Go, Sirrah, trudge about, through fair Verona, and seek the persons out whose names are written there. And to them say, my home and welcome their pleasure stay.
Find them out which names are written here. It is written that the fisherman shall meddle with his last, the tailor with his yard, the shoemaker with his paints, and the painter with his nets. But I am sent to find which names are written here, but never can. I must to learn, and in good time.
Tut, man! One's fire runs out, another's burning. And take thou some new infection upon mine eye, and the rank poison of the old will die.
God and good in, kind sirs. I pray thee, do you read?
My unfortune, my misery.
Maybe you have learned without book, but I pray thee, can you read anything you see?
If I know the letters in the language.
Trust me there.
Well, stay, good fellow. I can read. Signor Martino, wife and daughters, Countess Aslan and her beauteous sisters, Lady of Vitruvio, Signor Placentio, his lovely nieces, Mercutio and his brother Valentine, my uncle Capulet, fair cousin Rosaline. Whither should they come?
Ah,
Whither? To supper?
to our house.
Whose house?
To my master's.
Indeed, I should have asked you that before.
Well, I tell thee now without asking. My master is the great rich Capulet, and if he be not of the Montagues, I pray thee, come crush of wine. Rest you merry.
At this same ancient feast of Capulets sups the fair Rosaline that thou so loves, with all the other admired beauties of Verona. Go thither, and with untainted eye, compare her face with some that I shall show, and I will make thee think thy swan a crow.
Fairer than my love, the all-seen sun has ne'er saw her beauty since the world begun.
Tut, you saw her fair, no one else by, herself posed with herself in either eye. But in the crystal scales let it be weighed, your lady's love, against some other maid's, that I will show you at this feast, and she will surely scant what now seems best.
I'll go along, but no such sight to be shown, except to rejoice in the splendor of mine own.
Nurse, where's my daughter? Call her forth to me.
Now by my maidenhead, a 12-year-old, I bade her come. Once lamb, once ladybird. God forbid. Where's this girl? What's Juliet? How now? Who calls?
Your mother.
Madam, I'm here. What's your will? This is the madam. Nurse, give me the while. We must speak in secret. Nurse, come back again. I remembered me. Thou'st hear our counsel. Thou knowest my daughter's of pretty age. Faith, I can tell her age into an hour. She's not 14. I'll lay 14 of my teeth, and yet to my teeth be it spoken I have but 4. She's not 14. How long is it now till I must tide? A fortnight, not days. Even or odd, of all days in the year. Come Lama, see that night shall she be 14. Then shall she marry. I remember it well. For then she could stand high alone. Nay, by thy rude. She could have run and waddled all about, for even the day before she broke her brow. And then my husband, God be with his soul, was a merry man, took up the child. Yea, quoth he, dost thou fall upon thy face? Thou wilt fall backward when thou comest to age, will thou not, Jewel?
by my holy dam, the pretty wretch left crying, and said I, to see now how a jest shall come about, I warrant, and I should live 1,000 years, I never should forget it. Will thou not, Jewel, quoth he, and pretty full it stinted, and said I,
Enough of this! I pray thee, hold thy peace.
yes, madam, yet I cannot choose but laugh to think it should leave crying, and say I, and yet I warrant it had upon its brow a bump as big as a young cockerel stone, a perilous knock, and it cried bitterly. Yea, quoth my husband, fallest upon thy face? Thou wilt fall backward when thou comest to age. It stinted, and said I,
And stint thou too, I pray thee, nurse, say I.
peace I have done, God mark thee to his grace. Thou was the prettiest babe that I e'er nursed, and I might live to see thee married once. I have my wish.
Mary, that Mary is the very theme I came to talk of. Tell me, daughter Juliet, how stands your disposition to be married?
It is an honor that I dream not of.
An honor? Were not I thine only nurse, I would say thou hast sucked wisdom from thy teats.
Well, think of marriage now. Younger than you, here in Verona, ladies of esteem are made already mothers. By my count, I was your mother much upon these years that you are now a maid. Thus then, in brief, the valiant Paris seeks you for his love.
A man, young lady, lady, such a man is all the world. Why, he's a man of wax.
Verona summer hath not such a flower.
Nay, he's a flower, in faith, the very flower.
What say you? Can you love the gentleman? Tonight you shall behold him at our feast. Read o'er the volume of young Paris's face, and find delight writ there with beauty's pen, so that you may share all that he doth possess, by having him, making yourself no less.
No less. Nay, bigger women profile men.
Speak briefly. Can you like Paris's love?
Thou look to like, if looking liking move. But no further will I endout mine eye than your consent gives strength to make it fly.
Madam, the guests have come, supper served up. You called for it, the young lady is called for, the nurse is cursed in the kitchen. Everything is an extremity. I hence to wait, I beseech you, follow straight.
We follow thee. Juliet, the county stays.
Oh, girl, seek happy nights and happy days.
What, shall this speech be spoke for our excuse, or shall we on with that apology?
This stage is out of such prolixity. But let them measure us by what they will. We'll measure them a measure and be gone.
Give me torch. I'm not for this ambling. Being but heavy, I would bear the light.
Nay, gentle Romeo, we must have you dance!
Oh, no, not I, believe me. You have dancing shoes with nimble soles. I've so led, so states me to the ground. I cannot move.
You are a lover. Borrow Cupid's wings and soar with them above a common bound.
I'm too sore and pierced with this shaft to soar with light feathers, and so bound, I cannot bound a pinch above dull woe. In love's heavy burden do I sink.
And to seeking it should you burden love, too great a pressure for tender things.
Is love a tender thing? It's too rough, too rude, too boisterous, and it pricks like thorn.
If love be rough with you, then be rough with love. Prick love for pricking you can beat love down. Come, knock and enter. No sooner in, but every man be taken to his legs. Come, we burn there like, oh!
We mean well in going to this mass, but 'tis nowhere to go.
Why, may one ask?
I dreamt a dream tonight.
And so did I. What was yours? That dreamers often lie in bed asleep
When they do dream things true.
Oh, then. I see Queen Mab hath been with you. She is the fairy's midwife, and she comes in a shape no bigger than an agate stone from the forefinger of an altar, drawn with a team of little atomies over men's noses as they lie asleep. Her chariot is an empty hazelnut made by the joiner's squirrel or old grub, time out of mind the fairy's coachmakers. Her wagon spokes, made of long spinner's legs, the cover of the wings of grasshoppers. Her traces of the smallest spiderweb. Her collars of the moonshine's watery beam. Her whip of the cricket's ball, no lash of film. Her wagoner, a small gray-coated gnat, not half so big as a round little worm, pricked from the lazy finger of a maid. And in this state, she gallops night by night to lovers' brains. And then they dream of love. Over courtiers' knees, who dream on curtsies straight,
and over lawyers' fingers who straight dream on fees, and over ladies' lips who straight on kisses dream, which oft the angry mad with blisters plagues, because their breaths with sweet meats tainted are. And sometimes she gallops over a courtier's nose, and then dreams he of smelling out a suit. And sometimes comes she with the tip big tail, tickling a parson's nose as he lies asleep, and then dreams he of another benefice. And sometimes she driveth over a soldier's neck, and then dreams he of cutting of foreign throats, of breaches, ambuscades, and Spanish blades, or pells 5 fathom deep, and anon drums in his ear, which he starts and awakes, and being thus frightened, swears a prayer to, and sleeps again. This is that very mad. This is the hag, when maids lie on their backs, that presses them and learns them first to bear, making them women of good carriage. This is she!
Peace, Mercutio. Thou talkest of nothing.
True. I talk of dreams, which are children of an idle brain, begot of nothing but vain fantasy.
This wind you speak of blows us from ourselves. Come, supper is over and we shall come too late.
I fear too early. For my mind misgives some consequence, yet hanging in the stars shall barely begin its fearful date with this night's revels, and expire the term of a despised life enclosed inside my breast. Vile forfeit and untimely death. He that had the steerage for my course, direct my suit. On, lusty gentlemen.
Welcome, gentlemen. Ladies that have their chosen plagued with cords will walk about with you. Welcome, gentlemen. Nay, sit, good cousin Capulet, for you and I are past our dancing days. How long has it been since yourself and I were masked?
Byre lady, 30 years.
Will you tell me that? 'Tis not so much. But some 5 and 20 years and then we masked.
'Tis more. His son is elder now, sir. His son is 30.
Will you tell me that? His son was but a ward 2 years ago.
What lady's that doth enrich the hand of yonder knight?
I know not, sir.
She doth teach us the torches to burn bright, and as if she hangs upon the cheek of night, as a rich jewel in an Ethiop's ear, beauty too rich for use, for earth too dear. Did my heart love till now? Swear its sight, if I ne'er saw true beauty till this night.
This, by his voice, should be a Montague. Fetch me my rapier, boy. Dares the slave come hither, covered with an antique face, to fleer and scorn at our solemnity? Now, by the stock and honor of my kin, to strike him dead I hold it not a sin.
Why, how now, kinsman? Wherefore storm you so?
Uncle, this is Montague, our foe. A villain that has hither come in spite, to scorn at our solemnity this night.
Young Romeo, is it?
'Tis he. That
Content,
villain Romeo.
content thee, gentle coz. Let him alone. Bears him like a portly gentleman. And to say the truth, Verona brags of him to be a virtuous and well-governed youth. I will not, for the wealth of my town, here in my house, do him disparagement. Be patient. Take no note of him. It is my will, the which of thou respect, to show a fair present and put off these frowns, an ill-beseeming semblance for a feast.
Fits when such a villain is a guest. I'll not endure him.
He shall be endured. Am I the master here or you? Go to, you will not endure him. God mend my soul, you make a mutiny among my guests.
Why, uncle, 'tis a shame.
Go to, go to. You are a saucy boy.
patience perforce with willful collar meeting makes my flesh tremble in their different greeting. I will withdraw, but this intrusion now, seeming sweet, shall convert to bitterest gall.
If I profane with my unworthiest hand this holy shrine, the gentle sin is this: my lips, to blushing pilgrims ready stand to smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss.
Good pilgrim, you do wrong your hand too much. Which mannerly devotion shows us this? For saints have hands that pilgrims' hands do touch, and palm to palm is holy palmers kiss.
Have thou not saints' lips and holy palmers too?
Aye, pilgrim, lips that they must use in prayer.
Then, dear saint, the lips do what hands do. They pray, lest faith turn to despair.
Saints do not move, but grant for prayer's sake.
Move not. My prayer's effect I do take. Thus from my lips by thine, my sin is purged.
Then have my lips the sin that they have took.
Sin from my lips? Oh, trespass sweetly urged, give me my sin again.
Madam! Your mother craves a word with you.
What is her mother?
Married bachelor. Her mother is the lady of the house, and a good lady, and wise and virtuous. I nursed her daughter that I talked withal. Tell you, he that can lay hold of her shall have the chinks.
She a Capulet? Dear Count, my life is my foe's debt.
Away, be gone! The sport's at its best.
So I fear, it was my unrest.
Come hither, nurse. What is yon gentleman?
The son and heir of old Tiberio.
What's he that's now going out of door?
Mary, that I think the young Patricio.
What's he that follows her that will not dance?
I know not.
Who ask his name? If he be married, my grave is like to be my wedding bed.
His name is Romeo, and a Montague, the only son of your great enemy.
My only love, sprung from my only hate. Too early seen unknown, and known too late. Prodigious spurg of love it is to me, that I must love a loathed enemy.
What?
Go forward when my heart is here? Turn back, dull earth, and find thy center out.
Romeo! Romeo! My cousin! Romeo! Romeo! Romeo!
Oh, he is wise, and in my life I have stalled him on to bed.
You have come this way and left the orchard wall. Call, good Mercutio.
Nay, I'll conjure too. Romeo! Humors! Madman! Passion! Lover! Appear thou in the likeliness of a sigh. Speak but one line, and I am satisfied. Cry but, I, me. Pronounce but love and dove. He heareth not, he stirreth not, he moveth not. The ape is dead, and I must conjure it. I'll conjure thee by Rosaline's bright eyes, by her high forehead and scarlet lip, by her fine foot, straight leg, and quivering thigh, and then the This means that their adjacent lie, that in thy likeness thou appear to us.
And if he hear thee, thou will anger him.
Ah, 'twould not anger him. 'Twould anger him to raise a spirit in his mistress's circle. And by some strange nature letting it there stand, until she had laid it and conjured it down. Now that would be some spite. My indication is fair and honest, and in his mistress's name, I conjure only but to raise up him.
Come, he hath hid himself among these trees to be consorted with the humorous night. Blind is his love, and best befits the dark.
Well, if love be blind, then love cannot hit the mark. Romeo! Good night. I'll to my truckle bed. This field bed is too cold for you to sleep. Come, shall we go?
Go then, for 'tis in vain. To seek him here that means not be found.
Just through scars I never felt a wound. But soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Oh, rise, fair sun, and kill thy envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief, that thou her maid, far more fair than she. It is my lady. It is my love. Oh, if she knew she were. She speaks, yet she says nothing. What of that? Her discourses. I will answer it. Oh, I'm too bold. 'Tis not to me she speaks. To the fairest stars and all of the heavens, having some business, do entreat her eyes that the birds would sing and think it would not night. See how she rests her cheek upon her hand? Oh, if I were beloved upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek.
I need.
She speaks. Speak again, bright angel. That I was glorious to the night, being over my head as a winged messenger of heaven.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo. Wherefore art thou Romeo?
Denied thy father, and refuse thy name. Or if thou wilt not, be but sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more of this, or shall I speak?
'Tis but thy name that is mine enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a Montague. What's Montague? It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Be some other name. What's in a name? That which we call a rose, by any other word would smell as sweet. So Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection which he owes without the title. Romeo, doff thy name, and for thy name which is no part of thee, take all myself.
I'll take you thy word. Call me beloved, I'll be new baptized, henceforth I never shall be Romeo.
What man art thou that thus bescreamed at night, so stumblest upon my counsel?
By name, I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself because it is an enemy to thee. If I had written, I would have tore the word.
My ears have not yet drunk 100 words of thy tongue's uttering, yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo, and a Montague?
Neither, fair maid, if either thee dislike.
How camest thou hither? Tell me, and wherefore? The orchard walls are high, and hard to climb, the place death, considering who thou art. If any of my kinsmen find me here.
With love's light wings I o'erperch these walls, for stony limits cannot hold love out.
If they do see thee, they will murder thee.
Alack, there lies more peril in thine eyes, more than 20 swords.
I would not for the world that they saw thee here.
I have night's cloak to hide me from their eyes. But if thou call me love, let them find me here. My death was better ended by their hate than death prorogued, wanting with thy love.
By whose direction foundest thou out this place?
By Rose, they did prompt me to inquire. He let me counsel, and I let him eyes.
Thou knowest the mask of night is on my face. Else would a maiden blush bepaint my cheek for that which thou hast overheard me speak tonight. Fain I would dwell on form. Fain gladly deny that I have spoke. But farewell compliment. Dost thou love me? I know that would say I, and I will take thee at thy word, but If thou swearest, thou mayest prove false at lovers' perjuries, they say Jove laughs. O gentle Romeo, if thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully. Or if thou thinkest I'm too quickly won, a frown and be perverse and say thee nay, so if thou wilt woo but else, not for the world. In truth, fair Montague, I am too fond, and therefore thou mayest think my behavior light. But trust me, gentlemen, I'll prove more true than those more coy to be strange. I should have been more strange, I must confess, but that which thou hast overheard me speak tonight, my true love passion, therefore pardon me, and do not impute this yielding to light love, which the dark night hath so discovered.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon, I vow.
Oh, swear not by the moon, the inconstant boon that monthly changes in her circled orb, lest that thy love prove likewise variable.
What shall I swear by?
Do not swear at all. Or if thou wilt, swear by thy gracious self, which is the god of my idolatry, and I'll believe thee.
If my heart still love.
Oh, do not swear. Although I joy in thee, I have no joy of this contract tonight. It's too rash, too unadvised, too sudden, too like the lightning, which don't cease to be, whoever can say it lightens. Sweet, good night. This bud of love by summer's ripening breath may prove a beauteous flower when next we meet.
Thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
The exchange of thy love's faithful vows for mine.
I gave thee mine before thou didst request it, and yet I were it to give again.
What is that withdraw it? For what purpose, love?
But to be frank, I give thee again, and yet I wish for but the thing I have. My bounty is as boundless as the sea, my love is deep. The more I give to thee, the more I have, for both are infinite.
Lady Juliet!
I hear some noise within. Oh, dear love, it's you, sweet Montague. Be true. Stay but a little, I will come again.
Oh, blessed, blessed night. But I'm afeard. Being but night, this is all but a dream. Too flattering sweet to be substantial.
Three words to Romeo, and good night indeed. If that thy bent of love be honorable, thy purposed marriage, send word to me tomorrow, that one will procure to come to thee. Where, what time thou wilt perform the rite, and all my fortunes at thy foot I'll lay, and follow thee, my lord, throughout the world.
Madam!
I come anon! But if thou meanest not well, I do beseech thee.
Madam!
By I come! To cease thy strife and leave me to my grief. Tomorrow will I send.
So throb my soul.
1,000 times good night.
1,000 times the worse, wanting of thy light. Love goes towards love like schoolboys from their books. But love from love goes towards school with heavy looks.
Romeo! 1 o'clock tomorrow shall I send to thee?
By the hour of 9.
I will not fail, 'tis 20 years till then. Good night. Good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow that I shall say good night till it be morrow.
Let sleep dwell upon thine eyes and peace in thy breast. Hence, I will go to my ghostly friar's close cell. His hap to crave, my dear hap to tell.
Red morn smiles in the frowning night, checkering eastern clouds with streaks of light. The freckled darkness like a drunkard reels from fourth day's path and tightens fiery wheels, and ere the sun advances burning eye to cheer the day and night's dank dew to dry. For within the infant rind of this sweet flower, poison has resonance and medicine power. For this, with each part, cheers each part. Being tasted, stays all senses with the heart. Benedicite, what early tongue so sweet saluteth me? Young son, it argues a distempered head, so soon to bid good morrow to thy bed. Care keeps his watch in every old man's eye, and where care lodges, sleep will never lie. What will unstuffed use with unstuffed brain doth crouch his limbs, the golden sleep doth reign.
Therefore thy earliest doth me assure, thou art abroad to some distemperature. If not so, then here I hit it right. Our Romeo hath not been in bed tonight.
The last was true. The sweeter rest was mine.
God, pardon sin, wast thou with Rosaline?
With Rosaline, my boasted father? No! I've forgotten that name, and all that name's woe.
That's good. But where's thou been?
I'll tell thee ere thou ask it again. I've been feasted with mine enemy, where on a sudden one hath wounded me. That's by me wounded.
Be plain, good son, and homely in thy drift. Littling confession finds, but littling shift.
Then plainly know that my heart's dear love is set on the daughter of rich Capulet. Well, is mine on hers, so hers is set on mine. And say what thou must combine but all by holy marriage. Where and when and how we met, we wooed, and made the exchange of vow. I'll tell thee ere we pass, but this I pray. Thou consent to marry us today?
Holy St. Francis, what a change is here! Has Rosaline that thou loved so dear so soon forsaken? Jesu Maria, what a dear, what brine has washed thy sallow cheeks for Rosaline. How much salt water thrown away in waste to season love, that of it doth not taste. Lo, upon the cheek the stain doth sit, of an old tear not washed off yet. Art thou changed, pronounce a sentence then. Women may fall when there is no strength in men.
Thou chidest me off for loving Rosaline.
For doting, not for loving, pupil mine.
I pray thee, chide not. She whom I love now doth through grace from grace and love from love allow. The other did not so.
Oh, she knew well. Thy love did read by rote that could not spell. But come, young waver, come, go with me. In one respect I'll thy assistant be, for this alliance may so happy prove, to turn your household's rancor to pure love.
Let us hence. I stand on some haste!
Wisely and slow, they stumble that run fast.
Where the devil should this Romeo be? Came he not home tonight?
Not to his father's. I spoke with his man.
Challenge on my life.
Tybalt, the kinsman of old Capulet, had sent a letter to his father's house.
Challenge on my life.
Romeo will answer it.
Well, any man that can write may answer a letter.
Nay, he will answer the letter's master, how he dares being dared.
Alas, poor Romeo. He's already dead. Stabbed with a white wench's black eye. Run through the ear with a love song. The very pin of his heart cleft with the blind bowboy's butt shaft. Is he a man to encounter Tybalt?
Why? What is Tybalt?
Why, more than Prince of Cats, I can tell you. Why, he's a courageous captain of compliments. He fights as you sing prick song. He keeps time, distance, and proportion. He rests a minimum rest, 1, 2, and a third in your bosom. The very butcher of a silk button. A duelist, a gentleman of the very first house, of the first and second cause. The immortal Posado, the punto reverso, the hi-ya!
Here comes Romeo.
Oh, Signor Romeo! Bonjour! There's a French salutation to your French slop. You gave us a counterfeit fairly last night.
Good morrow to you both. What counterfeit did I give you?
The slip, sir, the slip. Can you not conceive?
Pardon me, Mercutio, but my business was great, and a man in such a case as mine may stray courtesy.
Well, that's as much as say. Such a case as yours constrains a man to bow in the hams.
Oh, meaning to curtsy.
Oh, that has most kindly hit it.
Courteous exposition.
Nay, I'm the very pink of courtesy.
Pink for flower.
Right.
Well, then my pump is well flowered.
Well, now is this better than groaning for love? Now art thou sociable, now art thou Romeo. Now thou art what thou art, by art as well as by nature.
Oh, here's good thing here. A sail, a sail.
A sail, a sail, a sail! Oh, two, a shirt and a smock.
Peter! My fan, Peter.
Oh, good Peter, to hide a face, for the fan's the fairer face.
God ye good morrow, gentlemen.
Oh, God ye good den, good gentlewoman.
Is it good den?
Well, 'tis no less, I tell ye, for the body hand of the dial is now upon the break of noon.
Out upon you? What a man are you?
One gentlewoman that God hath made himself to mar.
By my troth, it is well said for himself to mar, quoth I. Gentlemen, can any of you tell me where I may find the young Romeo?
I am the youngest of that name, for fault of a worse.
If you be he, sir, I desire some confidence with you.
She will indict him to some supper.
Ah, no, and very good meat and lunch. But a head as a horse you must for a score, when hard there be spent. Romeo, will you come to your father's? We'll to dinner then.
I'll follow thee.
Farewell, ancient lady. Farewell. Lady.
Mary, farewell! I pray you, sir, what saucy merchant was this that was so full of his roguery?
A gentleman that loves to hear himself talk, and will do more in a minute than he stands to in a month.
An I speak anything against me, I'll take him down, and I will lustier than he is in 20 such jacks, and if I cannot, I'll find those that shall. Scurvy knave! I am none of his skates mates, I am none of his flirt guilds. And now must stand by too, and suffer rename accuse me at his pleasure.
I saw no man use you at his pleasure. If I had, my weapon would have been quickly drawn, I warrant you, and the law be on my side.
Now, for God, I am so vexed that every part about me quivers! Scurvy knave! I pray you, sir, a word. And as I told you, my young lady bid me inquire you out. What she bid me say I will keep to myself. But first let me tell ye, if ye should lead her in a fool's paradise, as they say, a more very gross kind of behavior, as they say. For the gentlewoman is young, and therefore if you should deal double, truly it were ill thing to be offered to any gentlewoman in a very weak deal.
Bid her devise some means to come to ship this afternoon, and there at Friar Lawrence's cell shall be shrived and married. Oh, here's for thy pains.
No, truly, sir, not a penny.
Go to, I say you shall.
This afternoon, sir? Well, she shall be there.
Farewell. Be trusting I'll quit thy pains. Farewell. Lend me to thy lady.
Mistress, Lord, my mistress was the sweetest thing. When 'twas a little prating thing.
Oh, commend me to thy lady.
Aye, 1,000 times. Peter! Before her case!
The clock struck 9 when I did send a nurse. In half an hour she promised to return. Perchance she cannot meet him. Oh, that is not so, she is lame! Those heralds should be thoughts which 10 times faster fly than sunbeams, driving back shadows over lowering hills. Therefore do nimble pinion doves have to draw love, and therefore hath the wind swift Cupid wings. Had she affections and warm youthful blood, she would be as swift in motion as a ball. My words would bandy her to my love and his to me. But old folks, many fain as they were dead, unwieldy, slow, heavy, tail as lead. Oh God, she comes. Oh, honey nurse! What news? Hast thou met with him? Send thy man away.
Peter, stay at the gate.
Oh, good, sweet nurse! Oh, Lord, why lookest thou sad? Though news be sad, yet tell it merrily. If good, thou shamest the music of sweet news by playing it with so sour a face.
I am aweary. Give me leave a while. Fie, how my bones ache, what a jaunt have I had.
I would that thou hadst my bones and I thy news. Nay, come, I pray thee, speak. Good nurse, speak!
Jesu, what haste! Can you not stay a while? Do you not see that I am out of breath?
How canst thou be out of breath, but thou hast the breath to say to me that thou art out of breath? The excuse that thou dost make in this delay is longer than the tale that thou dost excuse. Is thy news good or bad? Answer to that, let me be satisfied. Is it good or bad?
Well, you have made a simple choice. You know not how to choose a man. Romeo? No, not he. Though his face be better than any man's, and his leg excels all men's, and for a hand, and a foot, and a body, Though they be not to be talked on, they are past compare. He is not the flower of courtesy, but I'll warrant him as gentle as a lamb. Go thy ways, wench. Serve God. What? Have you dined at home?
No, but all this did I know before. What says he of the marriage? What of that?
Lord, how my head aches. It beats as if it would fall into 20 pieces. My back, ah, to other side, my back. Be sure your heart for sending me about to catch my death with jouncing up and down.
In faith, I'm sorry that thou art not well. Sweet nurse, what says my love?
Your love says, like an honest gentleman, and a kind, and a courteous, and I warrant a virtuous. Where is your mother?
Where is my mother? Why, she's within, where should she be? How oddly thou repliest, your love says, like an honest gentleman, where is your mother?
Oh, God's lady dear, are you so hot? Mary, come up, I trow. Is this the poultice for my aching bones? Henceforward, do your messages yourself.
Here's such a coil! Come! What says Romeo?
Have you got leave to go to shrift today?
I have.
Then hie you hence to Friar Lawrence's cell. There stays a husband to make you a wife. Now comes the wanton blood up in your cheeks. They'll be in scarlet straight to any news. Hie you to church, I must another way. I am the drudge and toil in your delight, but you shall bear the burden soon at night. Go, I'll to dinner, hie you to the cell.
Hie to high fortune. Honest nurse, farewell.
So smile the heavens upon this holy act, that after hours with sorrow chide us not.
Amen. But come what sorrow can, it cannot countervail the exchange of joy that in one short minute gives me her sight. Then do thou but close our hands with holy words, and love devouring death, do what he dare. There's nothing I may call her mine.
These violent delights have violent ends, and in their triumph die, like fire and powder, which as they kiss are consumed. The sweetest honey is loathsome in its own deliciousness, and in the taste confounds the appetite. Therefore, love moderately. Long love does so to swifter eyes, as tardy as too slow. Look, here comes the lady to my cell.
Good even to my ghostly confessor.
Romeo shall thank thee, daughter, for both of us. For by your leaves you shall not stay alone. To the holy church incorporate two as one.
I pray thee, good Mercutio, let us retire. The day is hot and the capitals are abroad. If we meet, we shall not escape a brawl. For in these hot days is the mad blood stirring.
Come, thou art as hot as a jack in thy mood as any in Italy. Soon moved to be moody, soon moody to be moved.
By my head, here comes a Capulet.
By my heel, I care not.
Gentlemen, good den. A word with one of you.
And but one word with one of us? Couple it with something. Make it a word and a blow!
You shall find me apt enough to that, sir. And you shall give me occasion.
Well, could you not take some occasion without giving?
Mercutio, thou consortest with Romeo.
Consort? What, does thou make us minstrels? And thou make minstrels look to him nothing but discords. Here's my fiddlestick. Here's that shall make you dance. Zounds, consort!
Speak here in the public haunt of men. Let us retire to some private place, or else reason cold their grievances, or else part. For here all eyes gaze upon us.
Men's eyes were made to look, so let them gaze. I will not budge for no man's pleasure.
Well, peace be with you, man. Here comes Marius.
Romeo!
The love I bear thee can afford no better term than this. Thou art a villain.
Tybalt, the reason I have to love thee doth much excuse the appertaining rage to such a greeting. Villain, I am none. Therefore, farewell. I see thou knowest me not.
Boy, this shall not excuse the injuries that thou hast done me. Therefore, turn and draw.
I do protest, I never... I do protest I never injured thee, but love thee better than thou canst devise. So, good Capulet, which name I tender as dearly as my own, be satisfied.
Oh, calm this honorable, vile submission! Tybalt, you rat catcher, will you walk?
And what wouldst thou have it?
Why, good king of cats, nothing but one of your 9 lives.
I am for you.
John Mercutio!
Come, sir, your passado.
Then Romeo, calm me down the weapons! Gentlemen, for shame, forbear this outrage! The Prince of Splesia forbid this bandit in Roman streets! Mercutio, Tybalt! Oh, Tybalt! Mercutio!
I'm hurt. A plague on both your houses! I'm spent! Is he gone? And hath nothing? What? Art thou hurt? It's a scratch, Mary, 'tis enough.
Hurts, man, the hurt cannot be that much.
No, there's not as deep as a well, nor as wide as a church door. But 'tis enough, 'twill serve. Ask for me tomorrow, and you shall find me grave man. I am peppered and worn for this world. A plague on both your houses. And why the devil came in between us? I was hurt under your arm. I thought all for the best. Help me to some husband, Romeo, or I shall faint. A plague on both your houses. They have made worms of me. I have it, and sell me too. Your houses.
This gentleman, Princess Nereida, my very friend, got this mortal hurt in my behalf. My reputation stained by Tybalt's slander. Oh, Tybalt, then thou hast been my cousin! Juliet, thy beauty has made me effeminate by my temper soft and valor steel.
Romeo? Oh, Romeo. Brave Mercutio is dead. His noble spirit has aspired the clouds, which too untimely here did scorn the earth.
This day's black fate on more days doth depend. So begins the woe. Others must end.
Here comes Tybalt, back again.
He got in time for Mercutio slain. Away to heaven, respected lenity, vile fury, be my conduct now. Tybalt, take thy villain back again, the late thou gavest me. For Mercutio's soul is a little way above our heads. Stay for thine to keep him company. Either thou, I, or both must go with him.
That didst consort him here, shalt with him hence, shall determine that! Romeo, away, be gone! The citizens are up, and Tybalt is here slain! Stand not amazed, the prince will doom thee to death if thou art taken! Away, be gone! I fought his fall! Why dost thou stay?
Beginners of this fray.
Noble prince, I can discover all. The unlucky manage of this fatal brawl. There lies that man slain by young Romeo, that slew thy kinsman, brave Mercutio.
Tybalt! My cousin! My brother's child! Prince! Cousin! Husband! The blood is spilled of my dear kinsman! Prince! As thou art true! For blood of ours, shed blood Montague!
Cousin! Who began this bloody fray?
Tybalt! Here slain! whom Romeo's hand did slay. Romeo, who spoke him fair, bid him bethink how nice the quarrel was, and urged withdrawal. All this uttered with calm look, calm breath, knees humbly bowed, could not make true to the unruly spleen of Tybalt, death to peace. Romeo, he cries aloud, hold friends, friends, part! Swifter than his tongue, his agile arm beats down its fatal points. Between them he rushes, underneath whose arm an envious thrust from Tybalt struck the life of stout Mercutio. Then Tybalt fled, but by and by comes back to Romeo, who had but newly entertained vengeance. To it they go like lightning, and ere I could draw to part them, was stout Tybalt slain. Only then did Romeo turn and fly. Oh, I speak the truth. Oh, let Benvolio die.
He is a kinsman to the Montague. Affection makes him false. He speaks not true. I beg for justice, which thou, prince, must give. Romeo slew Tybalt. Romeo must not live.
Romeo slew him. He slew Mercutio. Who now the price of his dear blood doth he owe?
Not Romeo, prince. He was Mercutio's friend. His fault concludes what the law should end, the life of Tybalt.
And for that offense, immediately we shall exile him hence. I have an interest in your heart's proceeding. My blood, for your rude bowels does lie bleeding. But all mercy was so strong and fine, that you shall all repent for the loss of mine. I'll be deaf with pleading and excuses. Nor tears nor prayers shall purchase out abuses. Therefore use none. Romeo shall hence in haste. Else when he is found, the hour shall be his last. Bear hence his body and attend our will. Mercy but murders, pardoning those that kill.
You fiery-footed steeds, towards Phoebus' lodging. Such a wagoner as Phaeton would whip you to the west and bring in cloudy night immediately. Come night, come Romeo, come thou day and night, for thou wilt lie upon the wings of night, fly her the new snow on a raven's back. Come gentle, loving, black-browed night, and give me my Romeo. Oh, here comes my nurse, and she brings news, and every tongue that speaks but Romeo's name speaks heavenly eloquence. I hear the news. Why dost thou wring thy hands?
Oh, where a day. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. We are undone, lady. We are undone. Alack the day. He's gone. He's killed. He's dead.
Can heaven be so envious?
Romeo can, though heaven cannot. Oh, Romeo. Romeo. Whoever would have thought it? Romeo.
What devil art thou that dost torment me thus? This torture should be more than dismal hell, hath Romeo slain himself. If he be slain, say I, if not, no, great sounds to torment my weal or woe.
I saw the wound. I saw it with mine eyes. God save the mark. Here on his manly breast.
Oh, break my heart. For bankrupt, break it once. To prison I'd ne'er to become liberty. Vile earth to earth reside and motion here, and thou and Romeo press one heavy fire.
Tybalt's the best friend I had. Oh, courteous Tybalt, honest gentleman, that ever I should live to see thee dead.
What storm is this that blows so contrary? Is Romeo slaughtered and Tybalt dead? Oh, my dearest cousin and my dear lord. In dreadful trumpets, sound the general doom, for who is living if those two are gone?
Tybalt is gone, and Romeo vanished. Romeo that killed him, he is vanished.
Oh God. Romeo's hand shed Tybalt's blood.
It did, alas the day it did.
Oh, serpent heart! Hid with the flowering face! A damned saint and honorable villain! Was ever a book containing such vile matter so fairly bound? Oh, that deceit should dwell in such a gorgeous palace!
There's no trust, no faith, no honesty in men. All perjured, all forsworn, all mocked, all dissemblers. Shame come to Romeo!
Lister, beat thy tongue for such a wish!
tongue shall smooth thy name, when I, thy 3 hours wife, have mangled it. But wherefore, villain, didst thou kill my cousin? That villain cousin would have killed my husband. Back, foolish tears, back to your native spring. Your husband lives, that Tybalt would have slain, and Tybalt's dead, that would have slain your husband. Well, this is comfort. Wherefore weep I then? Some word there was, worser than Tybalt's death, that murdered me. Romeo is banished. Banished, that one word, banished, hath slain 10,000 Tybalts. Romeo is banished. To speak that word is father, mother, Tybalt, Romeo, Juliet, all slain, all dead. Romeo is banished. There is no end, no limit, measure, bound in that word's death. No words can that woe sound. And death, not Romeo, take my maidenhead.
Hie to your chamber. I'll find Romeo to comfort you. I wot well where he is. Hark ye, your Romeo will be here at night. I'll to him. He is in Lawrence's cell.
Oh, give this ring to my true knight, and bid him come to take his last farewell.
Romeo, come forth, thou fearful man. Affliction is narrowed in thy parts, and thou art wedded to calamity.
What news? What is the prince's doom? What sorrow praise equates my hand that I yet know not?
A gentler judgment vanished from his lips. Not body's death, but body's banishment.
Banishment? Be merciful, say death. For exile for terror is much more than death.
Do not say banishment.
Here from Verona thou art banished. Be patient, for the world is broad and wide.
There is no world without Verona walls. Purgatory, torture, hell itself.
O deadly sin, O good unthankfulness, thy fault thy law calls death, but the kind prince has rushed aside the law, turning thy black with death to banishment. This is dear mercy, and thou seest not.
'Tis torture, not mercy. Here is heaven where Juliet lives, and every unworthy creature, every dog, cat, little mouse, can live here in heaven and look upon him. But Romeo may not. Hast thou no poison lips, no sharp brown mouth, no some means of death thought near so base, but banished to kill me? Banished? The damned use that word in hell. Hell thee attends it. How hast thou the heart, being divine, a ghostly confessor, a sinless all of my friend professed, to mangle me with that word banished?
Thou fond madman, hear me a little speak.
Thou speak again of banishment.
Oh, then I see, Matt. I'll give thee it. I'm going to keep off that word. And first thee sweet milk philosophy, to comfort thee though thou art banished.
Philosophy? This philosophy can make a Juliet, this planted town, averse a prince's doom. It helps not. It prevails not. Talk no more!
Oh, then I see, madmen have no ears.
How should they then if the wise men have no eyes?
Let me dispute with thee of thy estate.
Thou canst not speak of what thou dost not feel. What thou shouldest I, Juliet, thy love, an hour but married, doting like me, and like me banished, then mightst thou speak. Then mightst thou fall upon the ground and tear thy hair like I do, finding the measure of an unmade grave.
Arise, will not. Romeo, hide thyself.
Not I, unless the heartsick groans of this life fold me from their search of eyes.
Hark how they knock. Who's there? Romeo, hide thyself, thou be taken. Whence you come? What's your will?
Let me come in and you shall know my errand. I come from Lady Juliet.
Welcome then.
Oh, Holy Friar, tell me, Holy Friar, where's my lady's lord? Where's Romeo?
There on the ground, his own tears make drunk.
Oh, he is even in my mistress's case, just in her case. Oh, woeful sympathy, piteous predicament. Even so lies she, blubbering and weeping, weeping and blubbering. Stand up, stand up, stand, and you be a man. For Juliet's sake, for her sake, rise and stand!
Nurse!
Ah, sir, that's the end of all.
Speak thou, Juliet. How doth she? Does my lady think me an old murderer, that I've stained the childhood of our joy with blood removed from little of our own? Where is she? How doth she? What does my concealed lady think of our cancelled love?
Oh, she says nothing, sir, but weeps and weeps, and now falls on her bed, and then starts up, and Tybalt calls, and then on Romeo cries, and down falls again.
As if that name, shot from the deadly level of a gun, murdered her. As that same cursed hand hath murdered her kinsman. Tell me, friar, tell me! Would thou understand me? Don't let me lodge! Tell me that I may sack the hateful mansion!
Hold thy desperate hand! Art thou a man? Thy form cries out thou art. Thy tears are womanish, thy wild acts know the reasonable fear of a beast. Ill beseeming woman to a seeming man, and ill beseeming beast to seeming both. Thou hast amazed me. By my order, I thought thy disposition better tempered. Hast thou slain Tybalt? Wilt thou slay thyself and thy lady by doing damn hate upon thyself? Thou be man! Thy Juliet is alive, for whose dear sake thou wast but lately dead. There art thou happy. Tybalt would kill thee, but thou slewest Tybalt. There art thou happy. The law that threatened death becomes thy friend and turns it to exile. There art thou happy. A pack of blessings light upon thy back. Happiness courts thee in her best array. But like mishaven and sullen wench, thou pouts upon thy fortune and thy love. Take heed, for such die miserable. Go, get thee to thy love as was decreed. Ascend her chamber hence and comfort her. But look that thou'st not stay till the watch be set, for then thou canst pass the mentor, where you shall stay till we can find a time to blaze your marriage, reconcile your friends, beg pardon of the prince, and call thee back with 1,000 times more joy than thou wert forth in lamentation. Go before, nurse, and commend me to thy lady, and bid her hasten all the house to bed, which heavy sorrow hath them unto. Romeo is coming.
Oh, Lord, I could have stayed here all the night to hear good counsel. Oh, what learning is. My Lord, I will tell my lady you will come.
Do so. And bid my sweet prepare to chide.
Here, sir, a ring she bid me give you, sir. How you make haste, for it grows very late.
All my comfort is revived by this.
Go hence. Good night. And here stands all your estate. Either be gone, for the first watch be set, or by the break of day, disguised from hence, sojourn to Mentor. I'll find you, man. He should signify from time to time every good hap perchance is here. Give me thy hand. 'Tis late. Good night. Farewell.
Things have fallen out, sir, so unluckily, that we have had no time to move our daughter. Look you, she loved her kinsman Tybalt dearly, and so did I. But 'tis very late, she will not come down tonight. I promise, but for your company, I would have been abed an hour ago.
These times of woe afford no times to woo. Madam, good night. Commend me to your daughter.
I will. And know her mind early tomorrow. Tonight she's mewed up to her heaviness.
Sir Paris, I will make a desperate tender of my child's love. I think she will be ruled in all respects by me. Nay more, I doubt it not. Wife, go you to Juliet ere you go to bed. Acquaint her of my son Paris's love, and bid her mark you me on Wednesday next. But soft, what day is this?
Monday, my lord.
Monday? Well, Wednesday is too soon. A Thursday let it be. A Thursday tell her she will be married to a noble earl. Will you be ready? Do you enjoy this haste? What say you to Thursday?
My lord, I would that Thursday were tomorrow.
A Thursday it is then. Wife, go you to Juliet ere you go to bed. Prepare her against this wedding day.
Farewell, my lord.
Look how we gone. It's not yet near day. It was the nightingale and not the lark that pierced the pupil hollow of thine ear. Nightly she sings on yon pomegranate tree. Believe me, love, it was the nightingale.
It was the lark, the herald of the morn, no nightingale. I must be gone and live, or stay and die.
Your light is not daylight. I know it, I. Therefore stay yet, thou needest not to be gone.
Let me be taken. Let me be put to death. I'm content so thou will have it so. I more care to stay than will to go. Oh, come, death, and welcome. Juliet wills it so.
Oh, it is! It is! And hence be gone away! It is the lark that sings so out of tune, straining harsh discords and unpleasing shouts. Some say the lark makes sweet division. This doth not so, for she divideth us. And hence be gone! Away, more light and light it grows.
More light and dark it woes.
Madam! Nurse?
The lady mother is coming to your chamber. The day is broke. Be wary. Look about.
And window, let day in and let light out.
Farewell. Farewell, one kiss and I'll descend.
Art thou gone so? Love, Lord, I, husband, friend, I must hear from thee every day in the hour, for in a minute there are many days. By this count, I shall be much in years ere I again behold my Romeo.
Farewell. I will omit no opportunity to convey my greetings, love, to thee.
Thinkest thou we shall ever meet again?
Oh, I doubt it not. For all these woes shall serve some sweet discourses in our time to come.
Oh God, I have an ill-dividing soul. Either my eyesight fails, or thou lookest pale.
Mine eyes, so do you. Our sorrow drinks our blood. Adieu. Adieu.
Fortune! Fortune! All men call thee fickle. If thou art fickle, what dost thou with him that's renowned for faith? Be fickle, Fortune! For then I hope thou wilt not keep him long, but send him back.
Oh, daughter, are you up?
Who is that calls? Oh, it is my mother.
How now, Juliet?
Madam, I am not well.
Evermore weeping for your cousin's death? What, wilt thou wash him from his grave with tears? And even if thou couldst not make him live. Therefore have done. Some grief shows much of love, but much of grief shows still some want of wit. But now, I'll tell thee joyful tidings, girl.
Oh, and joy comes well in such a needy time. What are they, beseech your ladyship?
Well, thou hast a careful father, child. One who, to put thee from thy heaviness, hath sorted out a sudden day of joy, that thou expectst not, nor I look not for.
Oh, happy time. What day is that?
Marry, my child, early next Thursday morn, the gallant, young, and noble gentleman, the County Paris, shall at St. Peter's Church, shall happily make thee there a joyful bride.
Now by St. Peter's Church and Peter too, he shall not make me there a joyful bride. I wonder at this haste that I must wed, ere that he that should be my husband comes to woo. I pray thee, tell my lord and father, madam, I will not marry yet, and when I do, I swear it shall be Romeo, whom you know I hate, rather than Paris. Oh, these are news indeed.
Oh, here comes your father. Tell him so yourself, and see how he takes it at your hands.
When the sun sets, the earth doth drizzle dew. But on the sunset of my brother's son it rains down right. How now, wife? Have you delivered to her our decree?
Aye, sir, but she will none. She gives you thanks. I would the fool were married to her grave.
Soft, take me with you.
Take me with you, wife. Has she none? Has she not count her blessed? Has she give no thanks? Unworthy as she is that we have brought you gentlemen to be her bride?
Not proud that you have, but thankful that you have. Proud can I never be of what I hate, but thankful even for hate that is meant love.
How tough logic! What is this? Proud and I thank you, yet I thank you not and proud not! Mistress Minnie, you thank me no thankings and proud me now prouds. Fettle your fine joints against Thursday next. To go in Paris to St. Peter's Church, or I will drag thee on a hurdle thither! Out you green sickness carrion! Out you baggage, you towel face!
Fie, what? Are you mad?
Hang thee, young baggage, disobedient wretch! I tell thee what, get to church on Thursday, or never after look me in the face! Speak not, reply not, do not answer me! My fingers itch. Why, we scarce thought we were blessed to have this only child. But now I see that she is one too much. Now we have a curse in having her out of our helping!
God in heaven bless her! You are to blame, my lord, to rate her so!
And why, my good Prudence? Hold your tongue, smell with your gossips, go! Gaudy good dead.
I speak no treason.
Peace, you mumbling fool! Out of your gravity over gossip's bowl, for here we need it not!
You're too hot!
God's bread, it makes me mad! In day, night, hour, time, word play, alone in company, still my care hath been to have her matched. And having now provided her with a gentleman of noble parentage, of fair domesticness, youthful and nobly lined, stuffed, as they say, with honorable parts, proportioned as one's thoughts would wish a man, and then to have a wretched pulling fool, a whining mammon in her fortune's tender, to answer, I will not wed, I cannot love, I am too young, I beg you pardon me. And you will not wed, I will pardon you. Graze where you will, you shall never house with me. Trust to it, bethink to it, I do not use to jest. But lay hand on heart, advise. And you be mine, I'll give you to my friend. And you be not, hang, starve, and die in the streets, for by my soul I'll never acknowledge thee, though what is mine shall never do thee good. Trust to it, bethink to it, I will not be forsworn.
Oh, sweet! My mother, cast me not away, delay this marriage for a month, a week, or if thou wilt not make my bridal bed in that dim monument where devil lies.
Speak not to me.
No, for I won't say a word. Do what thou wilt, for I have done with thee. Oh, God! Oh, nurse, how shall this be perfected? Hast thou not a word of joy? Some comfort, nurse.
Faith, here it is. Romeo is banished, and all the world to naught, that he dares ne'er come back to challenge you. Or, if he do, it needs must be by stealth. Then, since the case so stands as now it doth, I think it's best you marry with the county. Oh, he's a lovely gentleman. Romeo's a dishclout to him. An eagle, madam, hath not so green, so quick, so fair an eye as Paris hath. Beshrew my very heart, but I think you are happy in this second match, for it far excels your first, or if it did not, your first is dead, or 'twere as good he were as living here and you no use of him.
Speakest thou from thy heart?
And from my soul too, else beshrew them both.
Amen.
What?
Well, thou hast comforted me marvelous much. Go in and tell my father, I have gone to lower cell to make confession and be absolved.
Marry, I will. And this is wisely done.
ancient damnation! Most wicked fiend! Is it more sin to wish me thus forsworn to dispraise my lord with that same tongue, which he hath praised him with beyond compare so many thousand times? Go, counselor! Henceforth thou and my bosom shall be twain. But to the friar to know his remedy. If all else fail, myself have power to die.
Short. But my father Capulet will have it so, and I am nothing slow to slacken his haste.
You say you do not know the lady's mind, and even as a course, I like it not.
Immoderately she weeps for Tybalt's death, and therefore have I little talked of love, for Venus smiles not in the house of tears. Now, sir, her father counts it dangerous that she do give her sorrow so much sway, and in his wisdom haste her marriage, to stop the inundation of her tears. Now do you know the reason for this haste?
I would I know not why it should be slowed. Look, here comes the lady to my cell.
Happily met, my lady and my wife.
That may be, sir, when I may be a wife.
As may be, must be, love on Thursday next.
But must be, shall be.
That's a certain text.
Come you to make confession to this father?
To answer that, I should confess to you.
Do not deny to him that you love me.
I will confess to you that I love him. Are you at leisure, Holy Father, now, or shall I come to you at evening mass?
My leisure serves me, pensive daughter, now. My lord, we must entreat this time alone.
God shield, I should disturb devotion. Juliet, adieu. On Thursday early will I rouse thee. Till then, keep this holy kiss.
Oh, shut the door! And when thou hast done so, come weep with me! Past cure, past hope, past hell!
Ah, Juliet, I already know thy grief. Strains thee past the compass of my wits. I hear thou must, and nothing may prorogue it, and Thursday next be married to the county.
Tell me not, friar, that thou hearest. Stop this in the stock and tell me how I may prevent it. Be not so long to speak. I long to die if what thou speakest speak not of remedy.
Hold, daughter, I do spy a kind of hope, which craves as desperate an execution as that is desperate that we would prevent. If rather than marry County Paris, hast thou the strength of will to slay thyself?
Oh, bid me leap rather than marry Paris from off the battlements of any tower, or bid me go into a new-made grave and hide me with the dead man in his shroud.
Hold then, go home, be merry, give consent to marry Paris. Wednesday is tomorrow. Tomorrow night, look that thou lie alone. Let not the nurse lie with me in thy chamber. Take this phial, being then in bed, and this distilled liquor drink thou oft, when presently through all thy veins shall run a cold and drowsy humor. For no pulse shall keep his native progress, but surcease. No warmth nor breath shall testify thou liveth. And in this borrowed likeness of shrunken death thou shalt continue 42 hours, and then awake as if from a pleasant sleep. Now when your bridegroom comes in the morning to rouse thee from thy bed, there thou art dead. And as the manner of this country is, in a best array and covered under the briar, thou shalt be born to the same ancient vault that all the kindred Capulets lie. Meanwhile, I shall write to Romeo that he shall come hither, and he and I will watch thy wake, and that very night shall Romeo bury thee hence to Mantua, and this shall free thee from thy present shame, no inconstant toy nor womanish fear, bait thy valor in acting it.
Oh, give me, tell me not of fear.
Go then, be strong and prosperous in this resolve. I'll send a friar with speed to Mantua, with my letters to thy lord.
Love give me strength, and strength shall help me forward. Farewell, dear father.
What, is my daughter gone to Friar Lawrence?
Aye, forsooth.
How chance you may do some good on her. A peevish, self-willed harlotry it is.
See where she comes from shrift with merry look?
How now, my headstrong? Where have you been gadding?
where I've learned me to repent the sin of disobedient opposition to you and your behests, and am enjoined by holy lords to fall prostrate here, to beg your pardon. Pardon, I beseech you, henceforth I'm ever ruled by you.
Go fetch the county and tell him of this! Oh, I will have this knot knit up tomorrow morning!
I met the youthful lord at Lawrence cell, and gave him what become love I might, not stepping over the bounds of modesty.
Well, I am glad on it! This is well! Stand up! This is how it should be! Oh, go tell the county of this! Oh, before God, this reverend holy friar, our whole city is much bound to him.
Nurse, will you go with me into my closet and help me sort such needful ornaments as you think fit to furnish me tomorrow?
No, not till Thursday. There is time enough.
Well, nurse, you may go with her. We will go to church tomorrow.
Aye, those attires are best. But, gentle nurse, I pray thee, leave me to myself tonight, for I have need of many orisons, to move the heavens to smile upon my state, which, well, thou knowest is crossed and full of sin.
What, are you busy, Hope? Need you my help?
No, madam, we've called such necessaries as are behooveful for our state tomorrow. So please you let me now be left alone, and let the nurse this night say up with you, for I'm sure you have your hands full of this so sudden business.
Good night. Get thee to bed and rest, for thou hast need.
Farewell. God knows when we shall meet again. My dismal scene I needs must act alone. Come, Violet. What if this mixture does not work at all? Shall I be married then tomorrow morning? No, this shall forbid it. Like thou there. What if it be a poison, which the friar subtly hath ministered to have me dead, lest that in this marriage he should be dishonored for having married me before to Romeo? I fear it is, and yet methinks it should not, for he still hath been tried a holy man. How if when I lay him to the tomb, I should wake before the time that Romeo come to redeem me? Oh, now there is a fearful point. Shall I not then be stifled in the vault to whose foul mouth no hellsome air breathes in? And there, die, strangled, ere my Romeo comes? Or what if when I wake, shall I not be distraught, environed with all these hideous fears, and madly play with my forefathers' joints, and pluck the mangled Tybalt from his shroud, and then, with some great boldness, with a great kinsman's club, dash out my desperate brains? Oh, look, methinks I see my cousin's ghost. Romeo, 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 here's drink. I drink to thee.
Oh, take these keys and fetch more spices, nurse. They call for dates and quinces in the pastry.
Come, stir, stir! The second cock hath crowed, the curfew bell hath rung, 'tis 3 o'clock! Make haste, make haste! Go and waken Juliet, go and trim her up. I'll go chat with Paris. Make haste! I say the bridegroom has come already!
Mistress! What's mistress? Juliet! Fast I warrant her she. Why, lamb! Why, lady! Fie, you slug of bed! Why, love, I say! Madam! Sweetheart! Why, bride! What? Not a word? You take your penny worth now. Sleep for a week, for the next night, I warrant. The county Paris has set up his rest, that you shall rest but little. God forgive me. Marian on men, how sound is she asleep? I needs must wake her. Lady, lady, lady! Aye, let the county Paris take you in your bed. He'll fright you up by faith, will it not be? What, dressed? And in your clothes? And down again? I must needs wake you. Madam, madam, madam! Alack, alack! Help! Help! My lady's dead! She's dead! Oh, where is he that ever I was born? My She's dead! She's dead! She's dead!
Let me see her. Out, alas. She's cold. Her blood has settled. Her joints are stiff. Life and these lips have long been separated. Her death takes her like an untimely frost upon the sweetest flower of all the field.
A lamentable day, a woeful time.
Death had taken her to hence make me wail. Ties up my tongue and will not let me speak.
Come, is the bride ready to go to church?
Ready to go, but never to return. Oh, son, the night before thy wedding day, death hath lain within thy wife. There she lies. Death is my son-in-law. Death is my heir. My daughter he hath wedded, I will die. He takes all, life living, all is death.
I thus long to see this morning's face. Doth it give me such a sight as this?
Accursed, unhappy, wretched, hateful day! A lamentable day, a woeful, woeful, woeful day, most lamentable day that ever I did yet behold.
Beguiled, divorced, wronged, spited, slain! Most detestable death. By thee beguiled, by cruelly quite overthrown.
Despised, distressed, hated, murdered, killed. Uncomfortable time, why camest thou now? To murder our serenity.
Peace, hope, for shame. Confusion's cure lives not in these confusions. Heaven and yourself had pardoned this fair maid. Now heaven hath all, and it's all the better for this maid. Your part could not keep her from death, but heaven keeps his part in eternal life. The most you sought with her promotion. It was your heaven she should be advanced. And weep ye now, seeing she is advanced above the clouds as high as heaven itself? Oh, in this love you love your child so ill that you are mad seeing that she is well. She's not well married that lives married long, but she's best married that dies married young. Dry up your tears and stick your rosemary upon this fair horse, and as the custom is, and in her best array, bear her to church. For though fond nature bids us all lament, yet nature's tears are reason's merriment.
All things we ordain festival turn from their office to black funeral.
Sir, go in, and madam, go with him, and Paris too. Everybody prepare to follow this fair course into her grave. The heavens do lure upon us for some ill, move them no more by crossing their high will.
If I may trust a flattering truth asleep, my dreams press us some joyful news at hand. My bosom's Lord sits lightly at his throne, and all this day, an accustomed spirit lifts me far above the ground with cheerful thoughts. I dreamt my lady came and found me dead. Strange dream that gives a dead man leave to think. Breathes such life with kisses in my lips that I was revived and was an emperor. Ah me, how sweet as love itself possessed, but love's shadows are so rich in joy. News of Rome! How now, Balthasar? How fares my lady? Dost thou bring me a letter from the friar? Is my father well? How fares my Juliet? I ask that again, for nothing can be ill as she be well.
Then she is well, and nothing can be ill. Her body sleeps in the Capitol's monument, and her immortal part with the angels lives. I saw her laid low in her kindred's vault, and presently took post to tell it you. Oh, pardon me for bringing such ill news, sir, but you did leave it for my office.
Is it even so? And I defy you, stars. Thou knowest my lodging. Get me ink and paper, and hire post horses. I will hence tonight.
I beseech you, sir, have patience. Your looks are pale and wild, and do import some misadventure.
Dost thou deceive? Leave me and do the things I bid thee do. Hast thou no letters to me from the friar?
No, my good lord.
Get thee gone. Hire those horses. I will be with thee straight. Now, Juliet, I will lie with thee tonight. Let's see for means. Mish that thou art swift, turn the thoughts of a desperate man. I remember an apothecary. And the same leading man must sell it to me. If I remember, this must be his house. Being holiday, the beggar's shop is shut. What? Oh! Apothecary! Come hither, man. I see that thou art poor. Hold. Here's 40 ducats. Let me have a dram of poison. Such spoon-speeding gear, it will disperse from the life-weary taker that he may fall dead.
Such mortal drugs I have, but my truest law is death. Do I need heat waters?
Thou so bare and full of wretchedness and fearest to die? Famine is in thy cheeks. Need and oppression starveth in thine eyes. Contempt and beggary hangs upon thy back. The world is not thy friend, nor the world's law. The world can afford not to make thee rich. Drink it. Be not poor, take this!
My poverty, but not my will consents.
Pay thy poverty.
Put this in any liquid thing you will, and if you have the strength of 20 men, it will dispatch you straight.
Here's thy gold. Get thyself in flesh and buy some food. Come cordial, not poison. Go with me to Juliet's grave, for there I must use thee.
Holy Franciscan Friar, brother, ho!
This same should be the voice of Friar John. Welcome from Mantua. What says Romeo? If his mind be lit, give me his letter.
Going to find a barefoot brother out, one of our order, to associate me. In this city, visiting the sick, and finding him, the searchers of the town, suspecting that we were both in a house where the infectious pestilence did reign, sealed the doors and would not let us forth, so that my speed to Mantua there was stayed.
Who bears my letter then?
I could not send it. Here it is again. Nor you the messenger to send it thee. So fearful were they of infection.
Happy fortune, by my brotherhood. The letter was not nice, but full of charge of dear import, and neglecting it may do much danger. Friar John, go get an iron cone and bring it straight into my cell.
Brother, I'll go and bring it thee.
I must to the monument alone. Within 3 hours will Juliet awake, and she will beshrew me much that Romeo had no notice of these accidents. I will let again to Mantua, and keep her closely at my cell till Romeo come. Poor living corpse, clothed in a dead man's tomb.
Give me that torch, boy. Hence, and stand aloof. Yet put it out, for I would not be seen. Under yon yew trees lay the yellow lawn, holding the ear close to the hollow ground. So shall no foot upon the churchyard tread, being loose when firm with digging up with graves, but thou shalt hear it. Whistle then to me as signal that thou hear something approach. Give me those flowers. Do as I bid thee. Go.
I'm almost afraid to stand alone here in the churchyard. Yet I will adventure.
flower. With flowers I bridal bed I strew. Oh, woe. Thy canopy is dust and stones, which sweet water nightly I will do. Or wanting that, with tears distilled by moans, the obsequies that I for thee shall keep, nightly shall be to strew thy grave and weep. The boy gives signal something doth approach. And what cursed foot wanders this way tonight, to cross my obsequies and true love's right? What with a torch? Muffle me, night while.
Hold. Take this letter. Early in the morning, see thou delivers to my lord and father. Give me thy light. Upon thy life I charge thee. But if thou seest or hearest, stand all aloof. And do not interrupt me in my course. Therefore hence be gone. But if thou jealous dost return to pry what I farther shall intend to do, by heaven, I will tear thee joint by joint and strew this hungry churchyard with thy limbs.
I will be gone. Trouble you no more.
So shalt thou show me friendship. Take thou that. Live, be prosperous. Farewell, good fellow.
For all the same, I'll hide here about it. His looks I fear, his intents I doubt.
This is that banished haughty Montague, that murdered my true love's cousin, with which grief it is supposed the fair creature died. Tears come to do some villainous shame to the dead bodies. I will apprehend him. Stop the unhallowed toil, vile Montague. Can vengeance be pursued further than death? Condemned villain, I do apprehend thee. Obey and go with me, for thou must die.
Must indeed. Therefore came I hither. Good gentle youth, do not tempt a desperate man. Put not another sin above my head by urging me to fury. Be gone and live, for I have been armed against myself. For I love thee better than I love myself. Be gone, and say that a madman's mercy bid thee run away.
I do defy thy combination, and apprehend thee for a felon here.
Wilt thou provoke me? Have it me, boy.
Lordly fight. I'll be all right.
I'm slain. If thou be merciful, open the tomb. Lay me with Juliet.
Faith I will. Let me peruse this space. Here she is, kinsman. Will count you Paris. Let's say by man when my tossed soul did not attend him as he rode. Think he said Paris should have married Juliet. Said he not so, or did I dream it so? Am I mad to think and speak of Juliet to think it was so? For here lies Juliet. Her beauty makes us all the feasting false presence full of light. Death that has sucked the honey of thy lips have no power yet upon thy beauty. We're not conquered. What of that? Beauty's inside is crimson in thy lips and in thy cheeks. Death's pale flag is not advanced there. Juliet, why thou yet so fair? Shall we that unsubstantial death is amorous, and that lead abhorred monster keeps thee the dark to beast paramour? Fear that, I will stay with thee, and never from this palace did night depart again. Here will I remain with once and all thy chambermaids. Here will I set my everlasting rest, Shake the yoke of inauspicious stars from the world-weird flesh. Eyes. Look your last. Arms. Take your last embrace. Lips. Through the doors of breath, seal with a wretch's kiss. Deepest bargain to engrossing death. Come, bitter conduct. Come, unsavory guide. It's to my love. Oh, true apothecary, thy drugs are quick. Thus, with a kiss, I die.
St. Francis be my speed hawk tonight. My old stumble at babes. Who's there?
Here's one, a friend, and one who knows you well.
Bliss be upon you. Tell me, good my friend. What torch vainly lends its light to groves and eyeless stalls, as I discern it burneth in the Capel's monument?
It doth so, holy sir. And there's my master, one that you love.
Who?
Romeo.
How long's he been there?
Full half hour.
Go with me to the vault.
I dare not, sir. My master knows not that I've gone hence, and fearfully did menace me with death if I stay on and look on his intents.
Stay then, I'll go alone. Fear comes upon me. Oh, much I fear some ill and thrifty thing.
As I did sleep under this yew tree here, I dreamt that my master and another fought, and my master slew me.
Romeo. Pale. What? Who else? Paris too? Steeped in blood? Ah, when the unkind owl was guilty of this lamentable chance. The lady stirs.
Comfortable friar. Where is my Romeo? I remember well where I should be. And here I am. Where is my lord?
What? Who's there?
I hear some noise. Lady, come from that nest of death, contagion than a natural sleep. A greater power than we can contradict is sported our intents. Come away. Thy husband in thy bosom there lies dead. And Paris too. Stay not to question, for the watch is coming. Come away. I dare no longer stay.
Go, get thee hence, for I will not away.
I dare no longer stay.
What's this? A cup enclosed in my true love's hand. Poison I see hath been his timeless end. Oh, sure, I'll trust all, and that's not a drop to help me after. I will kiss thy lips. Happily some poison yet doth hang on them to help me die with a restorative. Thy lips are warm.
Lead boy this way.
Noise. And I'll be brief. Oh, happy dagger! This is thy sheath. There. Rust and let me die!
This is the place there, where the torch hath burned. The ground is bloody. Search about the churchyard, go some of you, whoever you find attached.
Pitiful sight. Here lies the county slain. And Juliet, bleeding, warm and newly dead, who here hath lain these 2 days buried. Go, tell the prince, run to the Capulets, raise it to the Montagues, some other search. You see on the ground well these woes do lie, but the true ground well these piteous woes we could not without circumstance describe.
here's Romeo's man. We found him in the churchyard.
Hold him in safety till the prince come hither.
Here's a friar that trembles, sighs, and weeps. We took a mad-axe and a spade from him as he was coming from the churchyard south.
A great suspicion stayed fire, too.
This adventure so early up that calls a person from our morning rest.
What noise is this that is so shrieked abroad?
All the people in the street cry Romeo. Some Juliet and others Paris. They all run with open outcry toward our monument.
What fear is this which startles in our ears?
Sovereign, here lies the county slain. And Romeo, dead, and Juliet, dead before, warm and new killed.
Search, seek, and know how these foul murders come.
Here is a friar, and slaughtered Romeo's man, with tools fit to open these dead men's tombs.
Oh, wife, look how our daughter bleeds. This dagger was sheathed in her bosom.
Oh, this sight of death is as a bow. Warns my old age to a sepulture.
Come, Montague, for thou art early up to see thy son and heir not early down.
Alas, my liege, my wife is dead tonight. Grief in my son's exile hath stopped her breath. What further woe conspires against mine age?
Look, and thou shalt see.
Thou untaught, what manner is this? To press before thy father to a grave.
Bring forth the parties of suspicion.
I am the greatest, able to do least. Yet most suspected is the time and place to make against me. And here I stand, both impeached and purged, myself condemned and myself excused.
And say at once what thou dost know in this.
I shall be brief. My short date of birth is not so long as this tedious tale. Romeo, they're dead, was husband to that Juliet. And she, they're dead, was Romeo's faithful wife. I married them, and they stole in marriage day was Tybalt's doomsday, whose untimely death banished the new-made bridegroom from the city, for whom and not for Tybalt Julia pined. You, who sought to remove the siege of grief from her betrothed and would have married her perforce to county Paris. Then she comes to me, and with wild looks bid me devise a means to rid her from the second marriage, or in that cell she would kill herself. Then I gave her, so tutored by my art, a sleeping potion, which so took effect as I intended, and wrought on her the form of death. Meanwhile, I writ to Romeo that he should come hither and help to take her from her borrowed grave, and keep her closely at my cell till I could send for him. But when I got there, a minute ere the time of her awaking, here in timely lay the noble Paris and true Romeo, dead. Then she awakes, and I betrothed her to bear this work of heaven with patience, but a noise did scare me from the tomb, and she, too desperate, would not come with me, but, as it seems, did ill upon herself. This is all I know. And to the marriage her nurse is privy, and if often this miscarried by my fault, may my old life be sacrificed some hour before his time to the severest rigor of the law.
We still know thee for a holy man. Where be Romeo's man? What can he say to this?
I brought my master the news of Juliet's death. And then in post he came from Mantua, to this same place, to this same monument. With this letter he early bid me give his father, and then threatened me with death going into the vault, if I departed not and left him there.
Give me the letter. I will look on it. Where's the county's page who raised the watch? Sirrah, what made your master in this place?
He came with flowers to strew his lady's grave, and bid me to stand aloof. And so I did. Anon comes one with light to ope the tomb, and by and by my master drew on him. So I ran away to call the watch.
This letter doth make good the friar's word. The course of their love, the tidings of her death. Where be these enemies? Capulet, Montague, see what a scourge is laid upon your hate, and heaven finds means to kill your joys of love. And I, from winking at your discords too, have lost a brace of kinsmen. All are punished.
Oh, brother Montague, give me thy hand. This is my daughter's jointure, for no more can I demand.
But I can give thee more, for I will rate her statue in pure gold. The while Verona, by that name is known, but shall no figure, such rate be set, and that of true and faithful Juliet.
As rich shall Romeo by his ladies lie, or sacrifices for our enmity.
The gloomy peace this morning with it brings. The son for Saul will not raise his head. Some shall be pardoned, some punished. Go hence and have talk of these sad things. For never was there a story of more woe than that of Juliet and her Romeo.